Last time on Mystery Homos.
Wood TV is the name of the website.
Right.
It's the channel 8.
Or is it wood.tv?
No, woodtv.com.
Right.
And Wood 8, serving the Grand Rapids, Holland, and Kalamazoo area.
Right.
And the title of the article is "No Charges for a Man Who Killed Woman, Said He Hit Deer."
You interest me strangely.
Kentwood, Michigan. I'm just going to read this straight like a news piece.
Yeah, go on.
So this is a huge. So we started the show talking about a very sad and tragic traffic accident.
Yeah.
I hope you know I was joking by saying that. But here we have a nice lighthearted, fun, only one white woman killed story.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. So Kentwood, Michigan. An elderly Kentwood man who hit a woman with his car, killing her, and then called 911 to report he had hit a deer will not face criminal charges.
Right.
Paige Stokes.
He didn't fail to report it. He just.
Right. Well, hang on. So here we are. Well, just wait. Paige Stokes, 32, was run over on 32nd Street. Kind of interesting. West of Breton Road in Kentwood around 9:30 p.m. on September 23rd, 2020. The certified nurse assistant and mother of two had just left her nearby apartment on foot and was headed to a store across the street. When she failed to return, her family started looking for her, but Stokes' body lay undiscovered amid the darkness on a front yard on 32nd Street until a passerby noticed her at about 7:30 a.m. on the next day. Yeah. Stokes' mom, Pam Strickland, reached out to Target 8 because she's not happy with where the case stands. Note, by the way, that the husband, assuming she was married, maybe she wasn't married, but the father of the two children that she has did not.
He's fine with it.
he's just fine
with how the case has been handled.
Stokes' mom, Pam Strickland, reached out to the Target 8 because she's not happy with where the case stands. I can't have it back, but I deserve to know what happened to my daughter. Strickland told Target 8. She was someone. She was my daughter. She was loved. She is loved. She's missed. She was a beautiful spirit, a fun-loving spirit. She had the biggest heart. She
was fat then.
Yeah,
I think all those are code words for fat. Yeah.
She was just going across the street to get Skittles in fucking Arizona.
Yeah. A big gulp.
According to the report filed by Kentwood police, as officers detoured traffic around the crash scene in the morning of September 24th, one of them noticed a vehicle driving by with damage to its front passenger side. Police wrote down the plate number and tracked the vehicle to an 82-year-old man who lives less than 5 miles from where Stokes died.
Right.
Target 8 is not identifying the man because he has not been criminally charged. When the police knocked on the man's door, his wife told them her husband had hit a deer the night before and was at a car repair shop. That's where police found the man, his damaged car, and a dead deer in the trunk.
Right.
And there's a picture here of the dead deer in the trunk. Police then discovered the elderly man had called 911 at 9:36 p.m. the night prior. Interesting timing, by the way. Because 9:36. That's 6 minutes after she left the house.
Right.
Okay. So 9:36. Where was I? I fucking shouldn't have scrolled up. Police then discovered the elderly man had called 911 at 9:36 p.m. the night prior to report the collision. I hit a deer. It jumped in front of my car, the man told the dispatcher. Oh, wait, I forgot. This guy has a Russian accent. They haven't mentioned that yet.
Right, okay.
I hit the deer. It jumped in front of the car. The man told dispatcher at a 911 call obtained by Target 8 through the Freedom of Information Act.
Right.
I'm by 32nd Street between Breton and Kalamazoo, he reported, adding that he had driven to a friend's house to use his phone.
Oh, based. I like this guy.
When the dispatcher told him police don't respond to car deer collisions, the man, who had an Eastern European accent, shared what he planned to do next. I'll go back there and move him out of the road because I left him there, you know, he said, noting that there was still meat from the deer on his vehicle. Police noted in the report the driver enlisted the help of a friend to pick up the deer because he did not want to go to waste. He stated that they had called several shelters to see if any of them would take the deer, but no one wanted it, wrote an officer in the report. He said since no one wanted the deer, he was just going to put it back, but as he was approaching, he saw all the emergency vehicles and thought there was a crash. So he just went to the repair shop, dropped off the car, and told them about the deer in the trunk. The officer went on to note that the deer did not look big enough to cause the damage the vehicle had suffered, which kind of leads to your fucking enlarged heart theory, by the way, which included a crumpled front side passenger bumper and a partially shattered windshield. The deer was very small, 46 pounds, and had some blood coming from its nose and ears. It was already bloated and smelling badly, so it had been dead for a few days.
Right.
No way that little deer did that much damage to the car, and there were chunks of flesh in the car, and the deer was not cut open at all. The driver did not have an answer for that, just figured since there was a deer, that is what he hit. Additionally, police noted that there was no fur stuck to the man's car, which is commonly found after car deer crashes. Police said in their report the driver had just left a card game at a friend's house where he had had one alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
One vodka.
Yeah. That's how much Russians have.
Yeah. The man and his friends told police that he was not intoxicated at the time of the crash. I'm so glad that we can just take their word for it.
Yeah.
He has no private driving record. He has no private driving record. Maybe that's a typo.
Yeah,
and they mean like driving infraction.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Though the state has since suspended his license indefinitely.
Right.
Over this. So, while no one reported witnessing the collision with Stokes, Kentwood police said in his report that Miss Stokes, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
was crossing 32nd from Pheasant Ridge and was struck by a 2012 Lincoln MKZ four-door driven by the 82-year-old and killed. And Miss Stokes was crossing mid-block wearing dark clothing at the shop. Bitch, what was she wearing? Yeah. Was wearing dark clothing at the time of the crash. The officer reported the deer.
Well, you know why she was wearing dark clothing.
Oh, because it's slimming.
Yeah, same reason we do.
Yeah. The officer reported the driver did not see a person at the time of the crash, so DNA testing proved the body matter on the man's vehicle was that of Stokes.
Right.
The man told police he found the dead deer near where he believed he had hit it, which he reported as 32nd Street between the Breton and Kalamazoo Avenues. Stokes' body was discovered just west of Breton. Driver of car adamant that he struck a deer and did not see a person on the ground, wrote the officer. DNA proved that driver's car did in fact hit Miss Stokes, forwarding report to prosecutor's office for review and possible charges. However, after reviewing the report and discussing at length, Kent County prosecutor Chris Becker said he concluded that he could not file criminal charges. Yep. We have to show he left the scene knowing, or at least having a pretty good idea that he hit a person, not a deer. Yeah. Becker said in an interview with Target 8. Unfortunately, all the evidence shows is that he really truly believed he'd hit a deer. When you look at what he did, the people he spoke to afterwards, he called 911, and then going so far as to pick a deer up, putting him in your trunk. It's kind of too weird to be true almost, but apparently it's true. Becker noted public works employees told police there had been 2 deer carcasses reported in the vicinity in general time frame. Right. There were actually 2 deer that were struck in that area. Public Works found one, but they didn't find the other. It's a plausible explanation when you look at all the facts, unless he's some sort of criminal mastermind and he came up with all this. But he's an elderly gentleman, over 80 years old, so there's nothing in this record to make us think of he's some sort of criminal mastermind to think that quickly and react as he did. But acknowledge that it's possible he knew what he had done.
Yeah.
Anyway, blah blah blah. His mom's pissed. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there's a photo of her.
Yeah. She hot? Oh. I can't comment on that. So she was fat.
Was fat. We'll say that for the audio listeners.
She's been to get some, I don't know,
malt liquor. She's walking to get some malt liquor to sip between the gap in her teeth.
Yeah.
All right. What you want to call it there?
Subscribe to rockfin.com/historyhomos for all your History Homos premium content and more.